Hi, I'm Sean,
Hi, and I'm Shannon.
and we're the hosts of Wifey and Baby Mama. We want to welcome you all to 2024 and to season
Yes,
three.
all
Yes,
right.
Happy New Year, family.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
I mean, it's wild to say we haven't talked to you guys since last year, but that is surely the case, Shannon. That time seemed like it zoomed
hmm
by.
Oh, it did. It did, but it was a nice break. Not to say we didn't want to be here with you all, but we all needed a little bit of holiday spirit and, spending time with our families and all of that. So,
And just a mental
um
reset.
oh yes. Oh yes.
Just a mental
But we
reset. I
did
mean, the
miss you
only thing
guys.
we did, and the only thing that did seem to drag by were Thursdays, okay? Because we certainly felt the sting of being able to connect with you all on a weekly basis, but we managed to stay busy,
Yes.
putting together this season's material, lining up guests, making changes, which we'll get to in just a bit. Holidays,
Mhm.
family, and just life. We
Mhm.
also
Yes.
picked up a few more countries, and for you Apple
Oh, yes,
Podcast
we
people,
did.
while on break, along with iHeart Radio and Pandora, we picked up Apple Podcasts. So
Apple.
for all you diehard
Yes.
people out there who are loyal to the soil, we have arrived.
Yes. That kept begging and asking, why aren't
Yeah,
you on Apple? They didn't think we were legit because we weren't on Apple.
here we
Well, now
are.
we're on
So,
Apple Podcasts.
and we want to thank you, Apple, iHeart Radio, and Pandora for giving us a platform. And Shannon, our tech
Yes.
guru, will tell you those new countries we picked up along the break too, Shannon.
So, yes, even though we weren't putting out new episodes, we continue to grow our audience and we picked up the Philippines, Serbia, and Sweden. So, welcome to Wifey and Baby Mama, all of you. And we thank you all in the other countries as well. We're so grateful that you take the time to tune in to us every week.
Thank you all. We surely thank you. And we've also had, other media projects underway that will be coming your way. So our time was well spent away from you guys. We missed you and we're anxious to know who took our holiday peace advice and did it work? Or who had some holiday mishaps? Mine, fortunately,
Mm,
we're just like it was just like I like them, nice and quiet. My husband and I have had some significant losses in our immediate family in the last year or so, and be a challenge to try to hold your face and feelings together, for each other and the kids. But
yeah,
we made it,
yeah.
And Shannon, are the holidays a little tougher for you now, with your dad being gone, or do you use that time to
Oh,
reflect on good
yeah.
times and keep it happy? Like, how does that work
Yeah.
for you?
It is still sad. I know it's only
Okay.
been 2 years, and for some folks, they're like,
Hmm.
"Oh, it's been 2 years." So for me, it's only been 2 years,
And that's
and
me. My
so
pops was only two
yeah,
years ago. That's we have so much
yeah,
in common, and that's crazy. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I know,
two
isn't
years
it?
it seems like 2 months, and I get it. I get it. You
Right,
know.
right. So it was challenging. But for the second year in a row, I hosted the Christmas Eve uh, gathering that we normally would do at my mother's house. So that keeps me busy and preoccupied
Okay.
because I do all of the cooking, all the
Again,
cooking, the
yeah.
planning, and,
Yes.
having the people over. So this year was, extra special because normally my father's siblings, they do a separate gathering, but this year they came to my house, my father's sister and brother, my aunt and uncle, who I love dearly. Um, and it was so nice for all of us to be together. Still, it's one
Just incorporated
family. Even
together.
yeah,
Yeah.
even though
Even
my
though your
mother and
dad's
father,
gone.
yeah, even though he's gone, and my mother and father divorced when I was 3, but yet his
Wow.
siblings and the Redfern family are still close to my mom, still to, like, my aunt told my mother, you will always be my sister because they grew up together. They've known each other since they were, I think, 10 years old in the same neighborhood. And she said, you'll always be my sister. So just to see that blend, which ties into what we do here on Wifey and Baby Mama, just talking about how these families, blended families, can work, and how powerful they can be to, um, just keeping people together and showing
Right.
love, and
And
not only during
unity.
the holidays, yes, and
But at
unity,
all
yeah,
times. All times. I mean,
All
people handle
times.
it, all different ways. It's like really no right or wrong
Right.
way to grieve. Just whatever gets you
Right.
through to the next day. I say go for it.
Yeah.
And it's just as we
Yeah.
say, like you said about blended families, that's the same with parent and a
Mhm.
relationship. Like there's no blueprint to this thing called life, right? You figure
Right.
out what works for you
Right.
and your family and your blend and just do your best and let God do the
Mhm.
rest. And with
Yeah.
that, we hope all of you made it through the holiday seasons okay. We hope all of your family were able to plan or not, but just keep peace,
Mhm.
and we gonna all vow here. I'm wife and baby mama. Shannon and I,
Mm.
your hosts, and you guys as our audience and our family. We're just gonna make the best of 2024. Like
Oh,
this
yeah.
is why we're gonna
Yeah.
do this. What we're doing this welcome back episode to just kind of give you a feel for what season 3 is gonna be like. We want you guys to understand that whatever negative, let's say that
Mhm.
2023 had, leave it there.
Mhm.
This is a new day,
So how
it's
was
a new
e
season.
exactly. So how were your holidays, and was there any
We don't
drama? Because there was a little bit of drama for me, but
well,
we don't have to
it's
get
like
into
it's
all
like
of that.
yeah, no, it's like I said, mine were nice and quiet because my holidays were nice and quiet because see, we have a choice. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if it's cool, if it's collective, if everything's good and we want to go chill with the family, then that's what we do. If we feel it's gonna
Mhm.
be drama, if it's even anticipated, we stay home.
Yeah.
Because again,
Yeah.
when you create your own family, you have the right to do that. Like thank God,
Mhm.
when you were smaller, like at mom's house, as kids, do you get a choice to leave your parents' house for Thanksgiving if you don't like Auntie Sarah? you know,
Right,
you
right,
don't.
right,
You're
right,
like,
right.
oh God, Auntie Sarah coming, whatever. But in our cases as adult, man, wife, kids, we get to say we ain't doing that today. And so it's
Right.
great. And then you can see the family
Mhm.
for whatever amount of time you want to, and you can get on about your business. And you just make sure you keep a happy, healthy environment for the family you created. And that's a great thing
Oh,
about being an
yeah.
adult. That's a great
That's
thing.
true,
So
that's true.
a little bit, like you
So
said,
I
it's
won't
always gonna be a little bit.
always a little bit, but I won't go into all of that because it wasn't really that big of a thing. But I will, kind of pick on me. So I always have these grand ideas about these games that we play after
Mhm.
everyone's, eaten and exchanged gifts and all that. And I'm like, okay, I have this terrific game. And of course, I introduce this game and it sucks. And they always do. So pretty soon, I'm sure the family's going to say, okay, Shannon, somebody
Enough.
else decide what game we play because your games really suck. So I was standing there in front of everyone and they're all looking at me like, you suck. So I will admit that. And if any of the families listening, next Christmas Eve, you will not get a game from Shannon. Or we'll do an old traditional game like charades or, stuff that, Yahtzee, things that
Yeah,
are
you're giving up on the
proven,
original. You're
tried
giving
and
up on
true.
the original thing. You
Yes,
gonna give up on
yes.
the Shannon originals. Well, you know what, Shannon? Let me
Yes.
tell you something. Nothing beats it if you don't try. Like you don't know if it works unless you try it. So hey, you tried. Kudos.
Yeah, but I
Just like
could
this
I could only
podcast.
imagine. Yeah, but I could
Well,
only
you know,
imagine how much trash they talked about me on their way home when they
look,
left.
what do you say? How much torment you done put them people through. But at least you know, Shannon. See, a lot of people can't recognize it. At least you can admit it. And I love that about you. But it's just like this podcast. You remember when you first called, was like, "We're gonna do this." I'm like, "Oh no, we're not, honey." But look at, but look at the
Right,
feedback. Look at the
right.
fact that we're going into season 3, man. I mean, can you? I
I
mean, it's just
know.
you got to try
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And here we are,
yeah.
doing the thing. Like you
Mhm.
said, from this, so many other, projects and things are gonna lead off. So we're good. So hey, you tried it.
Exactly.
It is what it is. That didn't work,
Yeah,
but this is. So we'll
that
focus
didn't
on
work.
wife and baby mama. Save your brain power for wife and baby
Yeah,
mama, Shannon. Give up the
yeah.
games.
Or maybe I should have ran the game by you and you would have told me, nah, don't do it.
Nah, don't do that, sis. Oh, I could have tweaked it for you, but you know what? We're gonna just
Oh
let it
yeah,
go.
you could have tweaked it. Yeah.
It's in 23. We're gonna let that go. I just said
Let it
24.
go.
We're gonna press toward the mark. We're gonna let it go. But yeah,
That's
so
right.
again, this isn't again, as you've probably figured out, this isn't a traditional episode. Our first season premiere episode will be on next Thursday. But we just wanted to get back in and
Yes.
give you a few updates. We didn't want to start this season. And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? Where is the red line? Well, let me tell you. As I said in the beginning of this opening for this episode. And as I said on some of the social media posts I put out, announcing the return of season 3, we have a few changes. And unfortunately, our red line segment is one of them. There will be no more red line in the traditional sense. After, monitoring the progress of our segments, that was kind of the least like. So out it
Yes.
went.
Out it
Yeah,
went.
I think you. Yeah,
Everybody has $100, I guess.
that's it.
They
That's
didn't
it.
need
Everybody
they didn't
got it.
need it.
Yeah. We're tired of it. I think you guys was just tired of me talking by the end of the episode, and that was just a nice way of saying, please, you know what? I ain't mad at you. We've
Right,
decided
right.
to do something else. We're going to engage you more musically. You guys know I love to do my jokes and my laughs on these podcasts. So during our episodes, I'm going to say a line. I'm going to say a line. I just said one a few sentences ago. And you guys, if you're listening, just pick up on that. Pick a song relating to our topic. And I'm going to just say a line during our, maybe a few times, and you get to write in and tell me, hey, this is the name of that song. Then the next week I'll announce it. You can listen to it, and that'll be your assignments for the week. Since you don't need the money, we'll give you some homework. No, I'm just kidding. We're just trying to find ways to engage you guys. Our fictional family is still very much alive. You guys like Shannon better than me, and
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
okay with that. Okay. But Shannon has graciously decided to some weeks maybe share with me and let me do a fictional
Yes,
family because my
yeah.
segment was cut. But it's all good. We love you guys, and that's what we're
Right.
here for. So, along with the red line being outed, we also going to invite you guys to email us, wifeyandbabymama@gmail.com. We want to know what you like about this season. We want to know how the changes are working for you. Every episode, we want to know, like this topic, I felt that. We thought also maybe the red line, I know, guys, I like to joke, but maybe the red line was just too personal. Maybe people didn't want to share their
Right,
stories.
right.
Maybe some
Yeah,
of it hit
yeah.
home, too much of a home. So we didn't
Mhm.
want to just drill it onto people. We didn't want to push it onto people. So if you guys have suggestions that we can do to replace our red line segment, by all means, go for it. We're here to, we're here to listen.
Mhm. Oh,
Season
yeah.
4 will bring yet another huge change, but we'll hold that. But right
Mhm.
now, we just wanted to let you guys know that we hear you and we
Yeah.
appreciate every email. We assess it, good and bad.
Mhm.
Like we said, if you can't
Yeah,
be
we do.
criticized, you're not willing to grow. So
That's right.
we're going to have some hot new guests returning this season, along with some new
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
So yeah, we
Mhm.
put together some pretty good material for you guys, and Shannon and I have really enjoyed debating and watching our growth in our 3 countries. Shannon, that you mentioned. Did you mention the three
Mhm.
countries?
Oh,
You
yes,
did.
I
You
did.
you 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 have mentioned that. So we won't
Yeah.
run back over that again. But anyways, welcome to you all. And I talk so much, I don't know
Mhm.
if I welcomed you. So maybe that's why I'm asking. But we're now 19 countries strong, man, and we can't say thank you enough, guys. I mean, we just can't
Right.
say thank you enough. While we were on break, Shannon, we were steady picking up listeners. I mean, it's
We
great.
were. Yeah, to pick up 3 countries when we don't have anything new that we're putting out. So obviously they're going back picking whichever
They
episodes
took
they
the
want to
advice, yeah,
listen to
hmm
and yeah,
and caught up on the reruns, and I appreciate that, man.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, we do. We appreciate you all and we're so thankful that people obviously identify with us and what we're
Yeah,
doing, or they're puzzled by what we're doing. Either way, we're happy that you're listening.
absolutely,
Yeah,
we are. So, like I said, this would be a traditional episode. So, I think Shannon, unless you have something else to put out, sweetheart, that was all I had. Just a
that is
welcome
it.
back.
Yeah, so
All
welcome
right.
back. And I know it's short and sweet, you know, but we just wanted to make sure you heard us in this first week um, of the new year and
We
to
wanted
let
to
you
be sure to
know.
say Happy New Year. Yeah,
Yes. And to let you know we were coming back because some folks were
we're
like,
coming
oh, you
back.
guys are done. It's like, no, we're not done. It's
We were
called a
on break.
break.
We were on break to January, but we're back, baby.
Yes,
So
yes.
we'll conclude this
Yeah.
episode. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sweetie.
Oh, no, I was going to say too, speaking of breaks, you want to give them a heads up that going forward, we will have, periodic breaks. I don't
Oh,
want people to
absolutely.
think you're going to get 12 months worth of wifey and baby mama.
Absolutely not. Now, Sean can talk a lot, but Sean can talk that much. But Sean also has a lot of kids. No, Sean's also like writing another book. No, Sean's making a movie.
Yes.
No, there's a lot going
Oh,
on, guys.
yeah,
So
it's a lot
we
going
seriously
on.
we were feeling our way through, right? So our first 2 seasons,
Mhm.
Shannon and I were just so full, we just flowed. And we're like,
Yes.
"Wait a minute, holidays are coming. Wait a minute, we need a break. Wait a minute, new material." So again, we
Yes.
wanted to set our bases. We wanted to capture our audience, and I think we pretty much did
Mhm.
that. So now we can jump. And you guys, we're not professional producers, directors yet. We're just two
Right.
normal girls right now, working moms and
Yep.
wives. So we just felt
Exactly.
our way through. So during our
Yep.
break, we did take the time to set out guidelines, outlines, breaks,
Mhm.
episodes. So yes, moving forward, we will do a traditional season, but we'll take our breaks and then we'll be back. So yeah, during our seasons, we will have, in between, we'll have breaks. So you guys can get used to. It won't be such a surprise. And I know we kind of just sprung on you after running like 30 episodes. Like, we're done. We're taking a break. Like, wait a minute. But we did lead up to it. And so before that happens again, we want to
Right.
just kind of set it all out now. So again, we thank you guys for filling through these waters with us, for navigating these new charter and new
Mhm.
territory. It's all new to us all. But in all of it, we want to make sure we're putting out good sound advice, good godly advice, and just our life
Right.
experiences. And hopefully, well, you know what? I'm not bragging or boasting. I was going to say hopefully, but I know for sure we're helping people
Oh,
from
yeah,
my
for
emails,
sure.
from people telling me in
Yeah.
church or
Mhm.
inboxing me, I enjoy your show. So I
Right.
thank God that He's given us the voice to deliver what He put on our hearts. And so
Mhm.
the other part will just be patient, guys, because we're not professionals, but we are real. We are true.
Yeah, we are real,
And we
and
do
we've
love you
grown a
guys.
lot. Yeah, and we've
Yes.
grown, and we appreciate you all sticking with us. Because when I listen back to some of the earlier episodes, I'm like, "Oh my god," I cringe a little bit.
I know, right? When I was telling people to listen to reruns, I took my own advice, and yeah, it was a little creepy. I was like, "Oh Lord." And I
But
realized my husband was not picking on me or starting a fight when he said I talked a lot. I do. So yeah, you get to see all those things about yourself. But
yes,
apparently you
yes.
guys love it because
Right.
you're steady faithful, and we're steady picking up listeners. So thank you guys. Thank you
Mhm.
for being here with us, and like I said, and season 3 will be so much better for all of us because we have jittered our nerves a little bit. We have calmed it down a little. Shannon talks so much more, and I'm going to try to
Yeah.
talk so much less. And we're going to try to even this thing
No.
out, guys, and
We'll,
run a
st- we'll,
good season.
we'll still be who we are for sure. And for those who, even though we don't have the red line, but we do still get feedback. And if there's something you want to hear us talk about, or something in your life where you just don't want your name called out for it, you can still feel free to still shoot us an email at
Drop
wifey
those
and baby
emails.
mama, yeah, at
It,
gmail.com. We
hmm
won't call your name. We won't
That's right.
put you out there if you don't want to be. And we realize that could be a bit sensitive for
Uncomfortable.
some folks. So
hmm
yeah, and
hmm
uncomfortable. So, but if there's something you're just struggling with or trying to understand, what problems you're going through in your blended families and or just your regular, even if you don't have a blended family, something that we can touch on just from being two married women that are married to people that are so opposite of who we are. That's one thing we talked
Absolutely.
about last two seasons, Sean's husband, my husband. I mean, we're just like,
Day and
I
night.
don't know what you call it. Yeah, day and night, yin and
Oil and
yang,
water.
whatever.
Yeah,
So, and so many people want to put marriage out there like, oh, when you marry somebody, you're going to be skipping through the field of tulips, it's going to be all rosy and sunny. No, you got to accept that there are things that can happen as long as you're not, physically abused and, mentally abused and all those things. But things you can work through, you can get through so much in marriage if you open your mind and understand you don't share the same brain with this person. So you're going to
yeah.
have differences and accept
And
those
and we're
differences.
gonna yeah, and we're gonna
Yeah.
hit some of those hard topics in season 3.
Yes,
So,
yes,
and you know what?
we
We're gonna
are.
keep it real. Can't help nobody
Yeah,
faking and
yeah,
lying. We're gonna hit
that's
some of those
right.
topics. So don't think that you're alone, because trust me. Oh, we have put in some work.
Right.
We're still working.
Yes,
So
yes.
drop those emails with any tips, suggestions, ideas that you would like to hear for this
Yeah,
upcoming season. But I'm telling you, we got some pretty good stuff we're gonna get into. So
we
um,
do. We
we're
do.
gonna go there. And we
Yeah,
hope you guys gonna go there with us and you're gonna listen and I hope someone can say, oh, it's not just me. It absolutely is not.
right.
We all go
Yeah,
through it. That's what
yeah, we
blended,
do.
like Shannon said, blended or otherwise, families go through.
Mhm.
So
Yep,
we're here to get you through prayer and just support.
yep. We're here.
And I can't wait. So
Me
thank
either.
you all for
Thank,
being with us
thank
again
you.
today. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you all for your support and commitment. And season 3 will be underway on next Thursday. Till next
All
week.
right. Until next week. Love you
We love
all.
y'all. Bye.